Hello everyone, welcome back to Velocity Verdict. Today we are going to be reviewing this 2025 Hyundai Santa Cruz. Now at the front we have these Hyundai logo in silver with the front camera and this stylish chrome grille. And on the side we have these all LED headlamps. Those are the DRLs, the headlamp clusters down below, and these are the turn signal indicators, quite fancy with the arrows. And up front we have the skid plate, radar, and overall it's a good looking front end, slightly unique from other trucks. When we come onto the side, our tire profile is 245 by 50 R20, so we have 20-inch alloy wheels over on the front and at the back. And with the wheels we have these dual coloration of the wheels with the silver accent, with the silver alloy wheels having black inserts in between. And then we have these fender flares and body colored mirror caps with the turn signal indicators on them, quite fancy. We do have a side camera, so yes, this truck does come with 360-degree camera coverage, body colored door handles. And taking a couple steps back, this is the overall side profile. Quite interesting with this side profile because essentially it is kind of similar to the Tucson, so the interior would be quite similar to the Tucson because it shares similarity with the Tucson. Tucson is with a truck bed is converted into the truck. This is the fuel tank. Nice fender flares with the design. And moving on to the back, we have these all LED tail lamps. Love the red turn signal indicators down here, arrow shaped lights. This is the black color, but even the Santa Cruz is written in black. So yeah, we have a blacked out badge for the Santa Cruz, and you can see the edge track for its all-wheel drive system, and you can see the 2.5T, that means it's the 2.5 turbocharged 4-cylinder engine. The stop lamp up there, quite fancy. It even has the turn indicator up there. I'm actually quite impressed with that. And then we have these bumper steps over here on the side and over here that helps you get into the tailgate, and more with the tailgate later. Now let's see what's underneath the hood for the Santa Cruz. Here's our latch for the hood. Man, the hood is heavy for the Santa Cruz. Under the hood we have a turbocharged 2.5 liter 4-cylinder that produces 281 horsepower and 311 pound-feet of torque that goes to an 8-speed automatic transmission. Since this is the limited trim, we have a turbocharged 2.5 liter 4-cylinder with 291 horsepower. Otherwise, if you get like any trims below, the standard setup is a 2.5 liter naturally aspirated engine, but that produces 191 horsepower. So yeah, about 100 horsepower difference with the turbo, and it has 311 pound-feet of torque and 8-speed automatic transmission, and it can still tow up to 5,000 pounds. And fuel economy for this is 19 miles per gallon in the city and 27 on the highway. So yeah, the fuel economy will be slightly less compared to its naturally aspirated version. I would like to give a huge shout out to Blaze Alexander Hyundai of State College, who let me spend some time with this Santa Cruz. I'll include a link down in the description below so you can check out what inventory they have currently. Before we move forward with this review, I just want to mention, if you want to see more videos just like this, then I recommend you subscribe, because I post unique content for you, and I'm even going to bring more interesting videos for you guys. So I would recommend if you subscribe, it will give me motivation to bring more content. And guys, let me know down in the comments, what do you think about the looks of this 2025 Santa Cruz? According to me, I think it looks pretty cool. And hey, if you want a truck, it does have a truck bed, but obviously, like, if you want more of a city oriented truck, Hyundai Santa Cruz may be the truck for you. Enjoy the video. When we come inside the back door, we have little bit cloth trim down here, and you can look, it's kind of like brand new. They still have all the stickers and all. We have the grab handle, power window controls, a cup holder on the door, chrome door handles, and yeah, plain down here. And you can see there's some stuff like, I guess these are the mats and all, and they have shown you space below the seats where you can store the stuff, and with the jack and everything. And these seats, you can store them up for more storage if you want to keep stuff down below. But we can even set these seats down like this. And coming inside, so yeah, the Santa Cruz isn't a massive truck from the outside. It's like a Tucson into a truck, but if you look at it, I have a decent amount of knee room. Storage pocket up here. I can still slide my feet a little bit under the front seat. And for the headroom, yeah, not bad. I do have a little bit, yeah, not like the biggest truck in terms of space, but still quite impressive with the space in the back in the Santa Cruz. And then this must be like the mats or something that comes with the truck. The seat is folded and we still have the mirror like the GMCs and all other trucks, but it's manual. So we have a manual window at the back. Quite cool. And now let's move up front. And now coming inside the front door, we do have like soft touch over here on the top, more soft touch down here, cloth trim down here, soft touch down here. Love this gloss black segment. All of our power window controls, child lock, lock and unlock function, adjustment for the mirrors, quite fancy. Storage space down there, speakers, chrome door handles. We have 2 buttons for the memory seats for this. And the payload on this, since it's a truck, the payload on this is 1411 pounds. Yes, you heard that right, 1411 pounds. And it can tow up to like 5,000 pounds. So 1411 pounds. And since it's the limited, the highest trim, that's why you have some fancy. We have like power adjustable seats with this one with lumbar support. And then we have these gorgeous leather seats that are perforated all down the center. Nice side bolstering. Love the silver accent on the seats. Headrests. And before we move in, this does come with blind spot monitoring with the mirrors. So yeah, we do have blind spot monitoring with the mirrors. Coming inside, I'm actually amazed with the material use. The seat automatically comes forward. And with the steering wheel, we have this soft touch over here. Nice soft touch, nice touch feel throughout, accenting. And we have a bunch of practical controls over here, like for our adaptive cruise control, center stack adjustment, and it can steer for you on the highway. And we have more practical controls over here, like your voice command modes, volume controls, stuff like that. If we turn this on, you can see it does have like something like a blue cruise that would help you to steer on the highway. We have physical stocks for our headlamps and indicators, and we have physical stocks for our wipers. And these do come with the paddle shifters. The Santa Cruz paddle shifters on a pickup truck, really Hyundai. That's awesome. Someone should learn from you how to give features in such an affordable price. And then we have this silver trim down below, nice with these AC vents. And we have our brightness control and then our cargo lights. And we have traction off button. We even have like a tow mode assistance with this. All the pickup truck features, and we do have like a fingerprint sensor. We have a fully digital gauge cluster connected to the infotainment system. It's all one unit, and this works super fast and has a good touch response. So yeah, the touchscreen works fast, has a good response time, and I love the quality of the touchscreen. And our engine start stop button is down here. Nice segment. The silver accent continues all the way throughout with the AC vents, all the way to the driver's passenger side. And we have some storage space up here, more like basic materials on the dash, but we do have storage space down there. And we do have a glove box down here. Yeah, decent sized storage space in the glove box, but we have some additional storage on top. Then we still have some physical controls down here for our infotainment system, like for our volume control and to open the maps for the shortcut, hazard lights, seek, track, setup. And our climate control are down here. We do have physical knobs for the temperature and everything, but we have some touch capacitive buttons down here, like for our, like the driver has heated and ventilated seats, and the passenger also has heated and ventilated seats. So those are touch, but still kind of touch capacitive buttons, but has a different for it. And you do have a heated steering wheel with this as well. USB ports down there, 12-volt socket, wireless phone charger down here. I love how the wireless phone charger is kind of raised little bit. So on the side is the wireless phone charger, and on the left there's little bit of storage space down there. Fancy. We do have two cup holders down there. Nice gloss black segment. This is kind of similar. The center console is like similar to the Tucson, and even these controls are similar. Like our electronic parking brake is over here. Our electronic parking brake is down here, and we have our auto hold function. We have our center locking differential, hill descent control to see the camera, and this is the button to move toggle between our drive modes. So we have sport, smart, and snow mode. Normal, sport. So we have snow mode for the snow, and we have like normal as well. So yeah, that's the voice of the turbo. So, and shifter for an 8-speed automatic transmission, and yeah, quite fancy. Love this gloss black trim over here, and nice trim on the armrest, button to open it. And yeah, I would say that's a decent size storage space in our armrest. Good amount of storage space in the armrest. Sunscreen shade and a mirror with this, so kind of fancy. Then we have a auto dimming IRVM, so like a regular auto dimming IRVM, and then we have like the blue link SOS button, cabin lights on top, and controls for our sunroof. And this has a small sunroof that I'm gonna show you once I get out. And as I promised, here's a look for the sunroof. We have like a small moonroof on top. Yes, on top. So we do have a moonroof, and then we have this roof rails as well, Sharkfin antenna at the back. So yeah, I'm actually quite impressed with how this truck looks, and has a good amount of space. And then we have a sunroof. And moving on, now let's check the camera quality. So this does come with a 360-degree camera coverage. So actually I'm quite impressed with the clarity of the backup camera. The backup camera is quite clear, and then trajectory lines do turn with the steering wheel, so that's always a plus to have trajectory lines that turn with the steering wheel. You can see the 360 view of the truck, and I love the 3D view for the truck. You can see all around it. Quite fancy. So thumbs up to Hyundai for giving such a clear backup camera with this pickup truck. And it's a brand new car, only has 13 miles on it. And this is the camera for the adaptive cruise control. It has a radar up front as well. And now let me show you guys the key for the Santa Cruz. You guys might be wondering, how does the key look? But before I show you the key, one thing interesting on the steering wheel is like this. This is the new steering wheel that a lot of new Hyundais have for the 2025 model year. And if you're wondering, this is the Morse code. The logo is written in Morse code, so this is the H logo, but written in Morse code with the 4 dots. So yeah, it does look like a different car altogether, and a fingerprint sensor as well. So thumbs up to Hyundai for innovating features that other companies can't even think of. And overall, I'm impressed with the look of this truck. But as I was saying, moving forward, let's look at its key. So this is the key for the Santa Cruz, if it focuses properly. Yeah, so we have our lock and unlock function, panic button, remote start. You can see the H logo like this, and opening for the tailgate over here. So kind of the newer Hyundai key fobs that most of the newer Hyundais have. So this does come with remote start. You just hold it up, it would start right up. So yeah, this does come with the remote start, and the exhaust tip is down below. We do have a cargo cover built in from the factory. That's cool. We have this cargo cover built in from the factory. but I do need to pull it up, yeah, to latch it up. So we have this cargo cover built in from the factory, and love the Hyundai logo with this chrome accent. Backup camera on the tailgate. We have a tailgate drop down feature with this. So yeah, if you hold this button, it drops down the tailgate for you automatically. We do have kind of two cup holders for tailgating, and we have this protection from the factory. If you look at it, this is the amount of space you have in the truck bed. Not the biggest, but hey, it's like a smaller truck, and it's mainly meant for city use. So I'm actually quite impressed with the amount of storage it has in its truck bed. So yeah, for most of the people, this size truck bed is enough. If you're not doing any of the truck stuff and just want a truck, Santa Cruz might be the truck to get. And this is the tonneau cover. Yeah, it's actually quite decent. And once you're all done, you can just lift it up. The build quality is solid. This tailgate is heavy, so yeah, it lowers down by the button, or you can lower it with the key fob. You have both the options. So that's how the truck bed is. And now let's look at its window sticker. You guys might be wondering, how much does this cost? So this is the fully loaded Santa Cruz. It's the limited variant. So this is the window sticker for our 2025 Santa Cruz Limited all-wheel drive. Yes, this truck is all-wheel drive. Like the Ford Maverick, this competes with the Ford Maverick, and look at the amount of standard features it has. And obviously it has a 10-year 100,000 mile powertrain warranty standard, best compared to other automakers. And then we have all the advanced safety technology. There might be some glare on the window sticker, as like the rear cross safe exit warning, blind spot monitor, stuff like that. We still have like driver memory seats. All of these are standard features. Heated and ventilated front seats, the 12.3-inch digital gauge cluster, 12.3-inch screen. So everything. So your base MSRP with all these standard features, if you would order it like with all these standard features, your base MSRP is $42,650. But this has some upgrades on it, like the tailgate lettering that costs $200, $210, and then we have the mud guards with fender flares. So these are the special. We have some upgraded fender flares with the mud guards to protect against off-roading if you go in the mud with all-wheel drive. And then you have like fitted liners, first aid kit, all of these. So including destination, your total MSRP comes out to $45,185. Yes, you heard that right. The Hyundai Santa Cruz Limited all-wheel drive costs $45,185. Now, you guys might be thinking, why does this cost so much? So, if you don't know, the 2025 Maverick now starts at $30,000, and this starts lower than that. So, $45,000 for a fully loaded thing. Like, you guys pay this much for a Maverick Lariat, and I believe the fully loaded Maverick would be anywhere around like 50. So yeah, this is cheaper than the competition. So for $45,185, it's fully loaded, and I would say it's worth it because one, it has the all-wheel drive. Two, it's a truck with the truck bed, not the biggest one, but it's a truck. And second, you have instead of having like a truck interior, you still have a truck, but you still have like all the latest tech, and it feels like a SUV inside, because basically it's like a Tucson, the chassis of a Tucson but converted into a truck. So according to that, you still have you have the comfort of a crossover like the Tucson. So in my opinion, $45,000 I would say is worth it for this truck. Let me know your thoughts down in the comments. Do you think the Hyundai Santa Cruz is worth $45,000 or not? So that's it for my review. Let me know your thoughts down in the comments, and if you guys enjoyed this video, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and share it with as many people as possible so that more people can watch my videos. And I'm gonna see you guys in my next video. Thank you so much for watching.